Oh. Yeah, it does that. Oh, there you go. Yo, we live on the scene at Page Street Sound Lab tonight. I'm Pretty Leon.
I'm Carissa Dez.
And we have a special guest tonight.
GAK Trizzy.
So you were saying you were doing content, filming, whatever, doing that kind of thing. Is that a main thing for you, or do you like to what's the you know?
Yeah,
you know?
I kind of like ran it up already.
Yeah.
I feel like boom.
Yeah.
At this point now, they deleted all my accounts.
Really?
That's what you were saying last time. You haven't got them back?
Nah, my ex videos, my Pornhub.
Oh, they deleted all that shit?
But I was number 4 in the world. They took
Really?
my shit. But it's all good. I feel like
why did they do that
it
again?
was for a reason. Because I remember running up numbers on that ass.
Yeah, because they probably
You're
were
more popular than anybody
too
else.
Much, like making too many waves, and then
I think I had the most M's on that account.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, man. Like, I always, you know, it's kind of interesting when, you know, if you're doing something right. I always like think about it. It's like if you're doing something right, you're gonna get shut down, or somebody's gonna try and shut you down. And if you aren't, or if you're doing what the state or whatever the fuck, whoever the powers that be want you to do, they're just gonna leave you alone. So that's how you know that you're doing something special. And
if you're making waves, then they're gonna try to shut you down.
Actual waves, you know, making like you know, doing shit that actually disrupts what the fuck they're trying to do. Then they're gonna try and take you down. So congratulations, but
porn was disrupting the system.
You know?
Yeah, kind of came in the game and stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I put up numbers like.
I know, man.
Yeah.
You're putting numbers on the board, man. Stat sheet stuffer.
Still got my flowers for it, but it's all good. I don't.
Hey, I gave you your flowers on the last time I interviewed you.
Yeah.
Well, here's your flowers. We're giving you flowers.
No,
now.
nice all the flowers, man.
So did you start making music before you started doing porn, or which one did you get into first?
Music way before that.
Did you start like at a younger age, like back
when
in
I went to prison in 2017 and did like 2.5 years, and when I got out, like before I went in, I had created the wave where it was like the Demon Live or whatever, where me and my ex or whatever would do little videos on Instagram Live. We'd run Instagram pages up.
Yeah.
And shit, when I got locked up, she was still selling our videos. She would do like $2 Tuesdays.
No more.
And make $3,000 every time she did that.
Tuesday.
Every time it was Tuesday,
numbers
in my books. Yeah, there'd be money in my books.
Oh yeah, because
She wouldn't buy my bitch ass out.
Holding it down, man. Holding it fucking down.
No,
had like
it on me. When I cried, I was like, no.
Probably had stacks of top ramen, stacking that ramen.
Stacking the cigarettes.
Yeah, I was eating good in that bitch though. She broke my heart.
Oh really?
Pizza on my face. Hell yeah, she got pregnant when I was in there. I was like,
so I was about to say, was she pregnant before?
So the pizza. What does the pizza mean?
Yeah, they used to call her Pizza Felicia.
Pizza Felicia. Interesting.
Shout out.
And the pizza's like it's on my face because I'm gonna remember that shit forever.
Yeah.
This started though, like shit. When I got out, they was like, make OnlyFans. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, you're running it up with those videos already.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's kind of a new thing.
Snapchat, but then I finally gave in and made one, and they was just like, oh my gosh. In the first 2 months, I made like $300, and then that third month, I figured it out and made $3,000.
See, that's I mean,
nice.
It's good to
almost
hear that there's
passive
like
income.
it's still innovative ventures out there that you can just kind of do DIY, like do it yourself, and just there's money out there. There's money to be made, man. Like
people still have money. It's out there.
Some people.
Yeah. Well, people keep telling me to go on Snapchat, and I didn't really realize what people were doing on there, that they were like making money and stuff. But people ask me for my Snapchat, and I'm like, I don't do that.
Yeah,
like, I just talked to my
Snapchat
family
Premium.
on there. I didn't know that it was like it was a thing until recently.
Back in the day when the pandemic was going
People
on.
always finding ways to make money selling nudes. Every platform, there's a way.
As you should. If you're gonna take them anyway, you might as well fucking sell them and make some money, bro. Like that's what I was doing, man. That shit, I ran that shit up too, man. I was making
people use
money.
my pictures to this day. Like, this morning, somebody looked at this shit. That shit funny. My homegirl, she literally sent me this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
She said, what the fuck is that? No, wait. What the fuck is that?
And don't worry, I can blur out the picture on
You can keep the picture, look.
Oh no. Oops. Fuck.
Party foul.
Oh, I won't show it no more.
Oh, send it to me later.
Oops.
I gotta tell them.
I didn't spill a beer. I didn't do that.
But basically,
that didn't happen.
My homegirl had seen, look, there was a message though. She said, "It's like, why aren't people using my picture for that?" And I'm in Oregon. She said in Kentucky somebody using my picture on the app.
Oh,
Yeah.
and like using
Catfishing?
Catfish. That's wild. But
People
I
be
mean,
telling me all the time, like, you tried to holler at me. I don't even.
I didn't
know
do
you.
that.
That's happened to me like 10 times where people were like, "Oh, did you start a new account?" Because it's like my face, and then there's like a couple pictures of me like in a bathing suit, and then there's like a picture of like a booty, and I'm like, "That's not my booty."
I think I'm like,
So they're making money
I haven't had
off
that
mine.
happen yet, and when I do, I'll be like, okay, now I know I'm doing something. I'm like, when that happens, I'm like, bet, and I'm running it up.
I'm like, dang, man.
I wasn't. If I was making money, I would have been okay with it. But who are these people making money?
Yo, if they want to run a different account and then give me some of the proceeds, like maybe you could do that. That's another avenue there.
Yeah.
You know, give me like 80%. You can get 20 or something. I don't
You'll
know.
be like, blocked.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yep.
changing the name.
Yep.
So you're part of Zeus Network still, right?
Word,
Okay.
yeah.
And then you had 2 TV shows now that you were on that channel.
That was about your
It was
shows.
Can you tell us? It was like one's Bad Boys, right? Bad Boys Club. And then
Bad
the
Boys
other
Club.
one.
Bobby, I love you, Purr.
What is it?
Bobby, I love you, Purr.
Bobby, I Love You, Purr. Can
What's that?
you tell us a little bit
dating
about
show.
this? A dating show?
Really?
Okay. I always
Okay.
wanted to be on a dating show.
I've always been curious.
Just like
I'm
I want to be the wild one who's like always getting in
Yeah, you
trouble,
would definitely
making
be
people
that.
in trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was lit. It was fun. It was cool.
So is that a continue? Are you like in between seasons type shit? Or?
Yeah, hopefully they
Can you
make a
talk about
season
it?
2 and I get a fair chance. Yeah, they didn't give the dreadhead with the tats all over his face a fair chance. You know?
Yeah,
everybody
bad
deserves
boys
love.
club. Yeah, I mean that's you got the look, man. Like I think that's
Who
probably.
knows? I might get my own show.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
saying. I mean,
shoot,
you're making all these moves. You got enough. I think you got a big enough. Clearly, got a big enough following, and the content is up to par. I think you could easily do that because you've already done so much that most people probably couldn't even think of. You know,
Right.
so might as well give it a shot. If you've been, I've never been on a TV show before, so you got that at
let's start
least
a TV
that
show right
experience. Yeah, I
We
know.
had to make our own to be
There
on
you
a
go.
TV show.
Yeah. Yep.
So were you able to like showcase your music at all like on those shows, or was it strictly like dating
A
type
little
stuff?
bit. You know, I hit my little finesse
Yeah.
and got my little shit out there, but not really. It was, I don't know.
Was that the what's Bobby what Purr?
Bobby, I love you, Purr.
Bobby, I love you, Purr. Is that the joint
the
where I
dating
saw
show.
the snippet with you and Blueface? Was that show? What was that?
No,
What
that
show
was
is
the Bad Boys audition.
that was a bad audition. Okay, word. Because I was like, Blueface? This motherfucker talking to Blueface right now? That's crazy. That's dope. You know, so
Yeah, and Big Burr was on the Bad Boys.
No, he was on Bobby, I love you, Purr.
Oh, that's right. Okay. He said that there was a lot of drama on that show.
I bet, man. I mean, you could bring a bunch of bad boys together in one.
No,
you know?
that was the different one.
Oh,
that
that's the other one.
That was a dating show.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's always drama, I guess, on shows.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's always drama on dating shows.
So you would want to return if either of those shows had a another
Yeah,
season?
if they had a season 2, I'd definitely,
Yeah.
do my
Run it
little
up.
1, 2.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Make an appearance.
I feel like Bobby wouldn't play with me this time. It'd be, just straight respect. Like,
Word.
not playing no games on and off camera. Like, shit. Keep
Word.
it 100 with me.
Interesting.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
You never know. You don't. Like, I feel like even in the behind the scenes stuff what they do with those shows, they don't really actually show the real like interactions and stuff. Is there a lot of drama?
They
that
make
went
it look
behind the
more
scenes
dramatic.
and-
Yeah,
You
the
know.
end show at the end,
yeah.
after I punched Bobby, he had sat on my lap. He was like, I like when my niggas hit me.
Oh my goodness, that's
maybe I'll come
spicy.
back as the-
That's spicy. Real spicy. Huh? You know?
I definitely do season 2.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think nobody would play with me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
knock 'em out.
As they should. You know.
Yeah, they should.
I wouldn't want to.
But
yeah.
other than that, yeah, Dingaling definitely
Yeah,
needs a
Dingaling.
second chance. Like,
Yeah.
if you bring anybody back, because I was loyal, I was a good boy in the house.
Yeah.
Some castmates were fucking bitches in the house and all that
Yeah.
shit. While I was just sitting there being an angel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need
Doing
my
you.
second.
Yeah. So were they always filming you, or like was it just certain times
Yeah, how-
like you
how
go
much
in,
time
or
are
did they
you
did they
on
like follow
camera?
you around?
We film for like 12 hours at a time sometimes.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's just constant. You always are. Was that something that was difficult for you to like,
Nah, that shit was
process?
fun.
It was just like you just did your
Yeah,
thing.
I feel like it takes a certain type
existed.
of person to be in front of the camera that much. Like
Yeah.
I would be okay with it, but I know some
don't
people are
like
like, oh, I can't be on. Like, because when I was live streaming like a couple years ago, like during the protest, I would just be live stream for like 7 hours. I'm like, but then I'd have friends that would be like, after an hour, I'm done. I
Yeah,
can't be on
man.
for that long, you know. So it definitely takes a certain type of person to be.
It's hard to
like,
human for
on
that long.
for 12 hours straight.
Might turn
yeah.
into a gremlin on camera.
Yeah.
Like I'm
You have
like
to be
if
strong
I'm
in your character for sure.
get out of my face. Like I would just snap. Like I'd be like, ah!
Yeah, there might be a moment where I'd have to be in the bathroom for like 5 hours.
I would be a good baby, and then I'd be a bad baby. After like 3 hours of filming straight, I'd be like, "Get the fuck out of my face!"
Yeah, that's kind of how it was. Like,
but that makes it more entertaining.
Me, sometimes it'd be the times I heard my mood swings, like,
Yeah, I know.
Come out. I'm like, no, get away from me.
No, I mean, I couldn't imagine just being stuck with that many people at a time for consistently. You're working like it's a job, 100%. Like you're working for 12 hours, and then also you're working with people who you might not get along with, and there's all the drama and all that shit going on. I feel like that would be very emotionally draining. So hats off to you on that, because I don't think I could do that, but. You know.
Yeah. So what do you have coming up for your music career? Do you have anything big like?
I think I got 3 more shows in Portland coming up soon in like May and July.
Yeah. Okay. Or are you playing at the clubs again, or you got?
I think I got one. I gotta go check one thing. But I think when Baby Easy E comes out, Kurt Cobain's and DJ Yellow.
Oh, Kurt Cobain's.
Open up for him and stuff.
Word.
Then I got some big Pride performances.
Yeah. Let's go, because Pride Month is June, right?
Yeah, I got Baltimore coming up. And then I got Boston.
Yeah.
Boston will be so lit.
Yeah, Boston. I've always wanted to go to like different like territories for Pride, because Portland Pride is cool, but like I don't know.
When is Portland Pride?
Wait, is it June or July? I can't remember.
It's always Pride Month for me.
I mean, yeah, for sure, but
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't keep track.
I want to say it's July, June. I don't remember, because I used to host these like way back before the pandemic. I used to host like queer dance parties.
Yeah, I'm probably do some shows. As it unfolds, I'm gonna be doing more.
Yeah.
And who knows where I end up?
Yeah, you're definitely
Miami Beach, but I've just been chilling for a little bit.
Miami Beach. Oh my gosh, Miami is so fun. It would be so fun to do a show there. Oh my gosh, it's just like the energy there is unmatched.
I want to go to Miami Rolling Loud and do interviews over there or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Right,
it'd be fun.
I'm finna try to get into all that, like Rolling Loud, Coachellas.
Yeah, you can. You
got a little baby sponsor with Lil Thizzler and shit. They be posting a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean, like
going up too.
Yeah. Again, just running doing numbers. That's all. Stay consistent.
Yeah, and you're definitely multi-talented. Like, I don't know if you would consider it acting, or since being on a reality show, it's like your actual personality. But
shit's coming up too.
Yeah,
fashion shows.
Word.
Okay.
Been managing a couple models and shit.
Okay.
Helping them run their OnlyFans and stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in Tampa a lot. I love Tampa.
Tampa's dope. I love Tampa. I like Tampa and St. Petersburg.
It's lit out there.
Yeah, it's super lit. It's like nice, and everything's like really close. And like the first time I went down there, or last time I was down there, we were walking on the street, me and my ex, and like we stumbled across this dude, and he had these balloons and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, oh, it's vaporized alcohol. And this motherfucker, it was vaporized Crown Royal apple into a fucking balloon, and you can walk around with it because it's not an open container. And you just you literally sip on the balloon, and that shit gets you fucked up. Like, it was crazy. It was so much fun though. I was like, this is the wildest. So everyone on the street was walking around these giant balloons, and we saw them before we ran into that guy. We're like, why do all these motherfuckers have balloons? Is everyone just doing whip it? And it was like,
the doing womp womps.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we need to start that up here in Portland, because I don't see anybody else doing it.
Vaporized alcohol.
I seen people doing that shit in Texas. We call them womp womps. They inhale the shit. I don't know what the fuck.
And then you're leaning over, yeah.
Pretty girl, right? She's so fine and all that shit. Yeah. She hits it. Wanna play?
Yeah. You're like, hey, yo.
Who the fuck said that?
Yo, that shit be tripping me out.
Motherfuckers want to play? Like, why is your voice deep?
Scary, man.
Does it do that to your voice?
Yeah.
Voice
fucking.
I don't know.
I was gonna ask if it made your voice like more high pitched.
Helium does.
I know, but I was like, is it a mix?
You hit the little spray cans like that.
Yeah.
She's like, wanna play? I'm like, what are you talking about?
This is foul.
Wait,
man.
it's
What
not
are you talking
the. What are
about?
those called when you use like?
The womp womps.
Is that what they are?
That's
Like
what
the
they call
little
them,
canister, like
yeah,
the fucking whippets. Yeah,
Whippets, all the.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was different if it was alcohol.
Yeah, the little spray.
Oh no, alcohol. No, whippets aren't alcohol. It's CO.
It's like
it's compressed air.
And air and all
I've
that.
never done that shit, but I've gone to friends' house who have like the little
duster.
cartridge
Yeah,
thingies.
exactly. Computer duster.
Computer duster.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was at a
Life doesn't get that bad.
Dude, yeah, no.
Never for
that
me.
shit.
No.
That shit will like. I've seen people like fully like nod off. Like
Yeah,
you can
weird
like
shit,
die. Like you can like.
Yeah,
the girl was like,
your
she's
heart
all little
just-
and petite. She's like, wanna play?
You're like, yuck.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay. Well, this one's still going.
All right, cool. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so whippets, man.
Wait.
Whippets are wild. Whippets.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. It's crazy because it's just there's such a it's interesting because there's such a fine line, or like there's like a very fine line of doing too much and too like in the perfect amount. Because like I've done them before, but like there's the last time I did it, there's this like canister, and you like you can let out as much as you want. And it's a giant can. You can let out as much as you want, and if you do too much, you're just like you just like, and it freezes your lip. It's crazy. It will like actually freeze your lip, and you won't be able to feel your lip for like a couple hours. Yeah, and I froze my lip. And like I couldn't. I was like talking like this, and I couldn't like formulate a thought. Like it was really weird because we were in a circle all doing it, and everybody's like hitting the shit. And then we realized we all were just talking, but we weren't. It was like you know, like when people have strokes and they just like talk and they don't make any sense. It was like that. It was like everyone was just like, yeah. Then I went over and then I went sat and then I was going and then that and everyone was doing that, and we realized no one was making any fucking sense. We were just saying words, and I was like, this might be the last time I do this shit. I was like, that's fucked up, man. Like I ain't trying to be like that. Like I like to be sentient, you know. I like to be responsive. I was like, man, I could have fucking just keeled over. Damn near almost did with my fucking lip froze. I was like, I couldn't. I was like chewing. I was eating pizza and I bit my lip and I like bit it open. It was crazy. So yeah, don't do whippets, womp womps, all that shit. Drugs are bad sometimes. Some drugs. Whippets are fucked up, but you know. So are you? How long are you out here for? How long are you in Portland? We're in Portland, by the way, right now. So how long are you in Portland for?
Probably gonna be going as soon as this video's over.
Where are you gonna? Are you whipping? Or are you gonna be flying out or?
Yeah, I'm gonna disappear. Like,
you just be all. That's what you're saying. You're all over the place. So you just like on to the next
state.
On the next state.
What I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's also, yeah, we don't need to, nobody needs to know where he's at.
Who knows where I'm going?
Yeah, exactly. He's going where he needs to be, following the wind, going with the wind, you know what I'm saying? So when you're out here, like, do you rule out the goddess from out here. Are y'all, like, who you tapping with out here and stuff? Like,
I automatically got tapping with my brother, Big Bird.
Big Bird?
There's some other people in Portland that tapped in. Like, I fuck with a lot of people in Portland.
Oh, word,
you know
okay.
What I'm saying? My twin out here.
Yeah.
All that.
You have a twin? Or just like,
yeah, like my
twin, word, okay, yeah, okay. I always ask people, I've been running into so many people, I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, my twin, and I'm like, okay, your actual twin, or like
I have twins though.
Yeah, because you have twin kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, word, dope. It's like, how is like, raising, kids with, having all this clout, all these eyes on you, that kind of thing. It's probably very stressful. Like I couldn't imagine.
I don't get along with none of my baby mamas because they just either want clout or just dead snake you out for just any reason. I'm like,
really, yeah,
know?
All the things, yeah. So like,
the relationship with my kids is still good. Like,
yeah.
We be thugging.
Yeah. No, it seems like we'd be a good dad.
My youngest daughter, we was just chilling for a good week. She had fun.
Yeah,
she was happy.
I'm sure with all the shit that you be doing, I'm sure you can take them and have a good time wherever the fuck.
Yeah, we be just chilling. Like,
yeah.
Even when I go out, the fans don't really do too much.
Yeah. Do you have people that recognize you when you be going out? Like
everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. Is that stressful for you? Like I can't. Do you have like paparazzi? Yeah. Do you have anything like that? Like
in certain cities, yeah.
There's people. I'm sure there's like. That's why I like Portland so much. I always tell people because like. Anybody could walk around here and they would most likely be fine. There's not gonna be paparazzi, like people crazy people pulling up on them. Most likely they'd be okay. But like other cities, pretty much any other major metropolitan city, it's like if you got any clout, people are gonna be looking and trying to fucking capitalize on that. LA, fucking Atlanta, Houston, anywhere. Like you go anywhere else and people know that you're a celebrity, they're gonna be like trying to get something from you. And it's like you don't even have to be. Well, especially in LA, because you don't have to be. If you go to LA, you don't even have to be popping. People just want to make sure that they get your information just in case you have something that they could fucking benefit from you. Like when I went and played a show out there, we were, I was with my group D3M and stuff, and or my old group, and like we played a show and stuff. We were playing a show with like Chapo, I think, that's who was headlining, and like everyone just kept on, huh?
I didn't know you guys were playing with Chapo.
I mean, but went down there, And then like you know, it wasn't a super big crowd. It was pretty intimate, and there's a lot of cool folks. But everybody just wanted everyone just get everybody's information and was like, yo, like what do you do? What do you got? And I heard like I was like the brand ambassador at the studio here, and like they heard about my connections because my homies, like everybody in D3, I was always talking about like I'm the manager and stuff. So everybody's like, oh, like let me get your shit. And it was just like, fuck, dude, I can't imagine actually having a shit ton of clout and having to deal with that way more all the time on a much more massive scale. Like I'm out the way. I'm like, do not perceive me. I don't want none of that. You know, like how do you deal? How do you cope with all that attention? Because like, you know, people be hating, people be doing this, people be showing love. Like there's a lot of people out there that be showing too much love, you know, and it's like infatuation, obsession type shit where it's like you almost, it's almost better.
I had a girl.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Met.
I'm fucking sure.
Literally put my name on her birth certificate for her son, and the courts came and
how is that even?
Sent me paperwork and all that shit. Like that's not my child.
That might be one of the craziest.
DNA test. And it said 0%. I'm like, I don't know,
bro. That's
she was telling all the blogs they was posting the shit. So I was mad. I fell off with my baby mama for the shit. Like I fell off with my real baby mama because shit. Cause she was like, you had a baby on me. I was like, I don't even know this fucking woman. Like, who is she? Like,
you put your name on the birth certificate, bro.
Yes, that's a stupid bitch.
So she
but probably, this is the thing. She tried to say, oh, I knew, do. I'm like, you didn't even try to do all that weird shit just to say, boom, that was my kid. You didn't try to do nothing until Zeus dropped my full name.
No, I'm just saying, because how did she get her
on the
full
movie,
name?
it shows your credit for your government name. So then she put my government name on there. It shows the time where you filed the thing. And it was after.
It was after.
It was like,
I was wondering because I'm like,
where
you
didn't even know my name.
Get your name from? You know, like where she must have done some digging. You know, I'm like,
man, I mean, on the files where it says that shit, it shows that shit, man. I was mad at him for doing like, you tell my government, like
airing your shit out for no damn reason. Like it's.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, that's another thing. And that's another thing that comes with like
Bakari. I'm like, bitch, don't call me that.
Damn.
I didn't even know your real name.
Yeah, I had no idea. Obviously,
call you Trizzy.
You know.
Yeah.
Whatever
like
you want to be called. You know,
you didn't come out my mom's coochie.
Yeah. The government.
For real.
I'll be going by the government now.
Fans be walking up. I'm like, hey, Bakari. I'm like,
what the fuck? That's I feel like if a fan's doing that, I'm like,
there's been points where like when it was at the height of the clout, motherfuckers was leaking my old addresses. Like, y'all
like doxing you and shit.
Here? Yeah, hell yeah, they was dropping my shit, my number.
That's weird.
They were blowing my shit.
I feel like that's probably pretty common though.
They were blowing my shit up. They drop it in the Facebook group. I get like 1,000 calls an hour. Like,
nonstop.
And they're like, shut up. We love you.
You can sue people for that. I've heard of people getting sued for like,
shut up. We love you. We're gonna take a picture, okay?
What the fuck, yo?
What did you say to me? You're gonna take this picture with us.
Shut your mouth and pose for the
shut
picture.
Up. We got you on live right now.
People trying to like blackmail you to get something. Like I feel like that's a very common thing too. With like,
I've had a couple of exes drop my numbers and all that shit. One time it backfired. She posted my number on Facebook. And I got booked in her city. She was mad as fuck.
What?
Everybody from her city was calling my number.
Yo.
At first I was mad. I was like, stop calling. You know what? Then I opened it. I was like, hey guys.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, it's money.
I said, yeah, this is really me. Then everybody was like, oh shit, it's really you. I'm popping up to the city in 2 days. Tell everybody. I came to the city. They was. And it's weird because how they do it is. They'll be like, hey mom. Yeah. Nothing. Okay.
Oh, they take a picture of you?
And you'll be like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
You'll see on Facebook.
I've done that before to people.
Like, you was recording the whole time.
Yeah.
One person walked past me, was like, hey, mom, the flashes on. I was like, bitch.
The flashes on. You're just like,
my eye. You see me later on. Then was one bitch. I'm walking with my homegirl, and I'm like, yeah, shorty's stalking. She was like, no, she's not. I'm like,
100%.
She's literally recording. The bitch is driving by like this. Nigga, you see later on.
Yeah,
or she takes a quick picture like this. That's my new boyfriend.
Like, yeah, we got Dingaling whacking at the gas station.
Like, whacking?
I've been seeing you. Like, you stupid.
Yeah, no, that's. They think people think they're slick too.
I was like, yeah, they recording and they post that shit. They posted it. She was like, oh, how'd you know they was gonna post it? I was like, because look at how the city moves. Yeah, it's so messy. Like y'all are so.
What city was that in?
Madison,
Wisconsin. Okay. Interesting.
You don't really have much going on there, right?
It's like Portland.
Really?
Yeah.
No music, but it'd be like.
It's commerce.
Seattle don't even really got a big music scene.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, I don't know. Portland still got to step out that little shell. Seattle still got to step out the little shell.
Yeah.
Wisconsin still got to step out the little shell. It's like there's rappers out there, but it'd be like, how do you explain that shit?
I mean, they're definitely not like in the spotlight.
Most of the rappers from the Bay, all the new niggas,
either
sound like Briss. Or sound the same. Like, it's like the same. Like,
yeah. Same cadence.
It's like they all like, it'd be like, you go out there and then you just be like, Chicago. That's the first thing that pops in my head.
Yeah. You hear this? Is it kind of drilly or
sound,
imitating Chicago?
Word.
It's like Madison's not a bad place, but it do got trenches too.
Yeah.
Where you can tell like. Yeah.
You don't want to go there, if you don't.
Well, I mean, that's where the good music comes out of, though, from the trenches, right? That's what I've noticed. Like, I mean, that's where it starts.
There's a lot of trenches all over the place, but there's only some trenches that actually make good shit.
Well, like in the trenches of Seattle, that's like where the good music comes from. Like, I'm not saying that it's recorded well a lot of the times, but like I feel like that's where kind of like the original music comes from. Is like kind of like in the bigger cities, but like from the trenches.
Like, boom. You can have the best music or whatever, but shit, if you can't put that shit together, it's just like,
yeah.
You know, I know what it is, that shit. You making slaps, like straight hits, but it'd be like, shit.
They don't got their business
you ain't
right.
even been out of jail long enough to even record.
Yeah, they don't got their shit together because they don't got
their shit together.
It's a business, you know.
So if you could post up anywhere in the world to make music, where would be like the spot that you would choose? Where you feel like you can, just like where you feel like you can make the biggest splash and like the best music scene as well.
It would probably be a mix between like, Shelly, Atlanta.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. That was like the thing that was on my mind. Like if I was a rapper, it'd be Atlanta.
Atlanta's jumping in every single section of Atlanta.
I haven't really experienced their music scene, but just from what I've heard from like a lot of Seattle rappers, even are like, oh, Atlanta is where it's at right now.
To be, man.
Yeah.
When it comes to music, like that's how you get in. Like I always think about going to Atlanta because I know a lot of folks down there. I know a lot of people who have family down there, and you get into like as a producer, you know, I've been producing and stuff, and like if you wanna go anywhere, you got to get in on these sessions, and there's so many fucking sessions going on constantly in Atlanta with so many different talented people that you can get in with, and you know, make your name, and you know, get your collabs out there, and it's just like, and Portland doesn't have that. Portland doesn't have the the extensive web of people who can get you somewhere. Really, it's like you gotta make your own way, or you can kind of you can come up with some people that figure their shit out, but a lot of times people figure their shit out and they just leave everybody. They leave the city because they're just like, fuck this place.
That's kind of the Portland. That's the Portland way to go.
I understand. But.
Yeah, it's like you figure out, you pave your own way, you figure it out, and then you just separate from everybody and go your own way.
Yeah,
that's the Portland way.
You get a producer, you get an engineer, you get you have your manager, you have your squad, and then you just fucking go somewhere else.
Unfortunately, like I think that it would definitely benefit the Portland music scene, or like the places like Seattle and other places that like don't really have a lot of big rappers coming out of those cities. I think it'd benefit for the people who did make it to like bring up their community and also bring at least a couple other people with them. Come on, like rep your hometown and help us out a little bit over here. But
it doesn't go like that. But that's why I don't know. Just take the. I don't know. If people are hungry,
Yeah, take the initiative.
They'll make that shit work.
Yeah, you'll make it. That's the thing is, if you really about it.
I be going everywhere to the point where it'd be like, I barely do collabs with the music, but I do at the same time. So it'd be like, when I go places, I actually be outside. So I get to tap in with their culture and.
Yeah, that's the most important part, because you can emulate, you can take little bits and pieces, and you can add to your own arsenal of like sound, whatever the fuck, culture, and you just become if you're a more traveled person, which is cool to hear that you're all over the place. If you're traveling all over the place, you get all these different bits and pieces, and there's not many people that can say they're getting all of that consistently, and then not many people that can also, touch down all these places and be cool, because it's like.
Yeah, I'll be everywhere. I'll be outside.
I feel like from the music that I've listened to of yours,
they love that Zeus shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is it seems like you got like a cult.
Because it'd be like motherfuckers always be saying, I seen you, I should have did this, but I'd be like, I'd be outside by myself. Like, I'm walking down Miami. He was like, I seen you with a bitch.
And you're like, yeah,
that probably was me.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, in reality, my karma is really good. So it'd be like, if a nigga was on some weird shit, 9 times out of 9, I already peeped the shit.
Yeah. You
already peeped the shit.
Seen it from
and
a
if
mile.
my senses aren't tingling, 9 times out of 10, you might have looked and admired, but nigga, you wasn't gonna do shit. Like,
niggas just, motherfuckers is also very scary. Like, they're just like, they're not gonna do nothing.
It ain't gonna be about scary. It just be like, one, I don't flash. I'm not flashy, so you can't really rob me. I'm not even matching. So
yeah.
You feel me? Second, it'd be like, if you are a fan, then you know it'd be like, I really don't fuck with nobody. I just be in my own zone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, nigga, you just don't know what to expect. Cause you'll see clips of me and you'll be like, damn, who knew that nigga had that knockout power?
Yeah.
That one picture of you like when you're like looking into the sunlight with your chain. I was like, who is that model? Oh, it's
I did that photo shoot. That was one of my little first fashion shows with my best friend Winnie really Stacks. And he had a jeweler pull up, like iced the nigga out, like Cartier watches.
Oh shit! Oh,
Cubans. I was like, okay, bet. I took
that was a good shoot.
Yeah, I like that.
So you be doing modeling stuff as well. Then that's another.
Yeah. Well, I think that if you're like a creative, you have to have good pictures to, like, if you're in the spotlight, like have some professional photos.
Have your brand on point.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's like even in this day and age, it's like some people's brands is looking like goofy, like, or like not good in pictures, and I think that's fucking dope too. That there's so much versatility now to just existing as a creative, with like social media and stuff. Yeah. Like these opportunities didn't exist like 15 years ago, even 10. I mean, even 10.
It's open. Like you can definitely make your own little wave.
Yeah,
you just gotta get outside. Like if I was from like a small place like Kansas or something, and I only stayed in Kansas, 9 times out of 10, it might be harder for me to blow up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not if you're like the only good rapper out there,
I mean, even
if you stand out.
With that, you did like, for example, a lot of rappers that start getting their little buzz, they get killed.
Yeah, dead.
Because when you start blowing up, it'd be like
everybody's watching.
If I haven't blown up and got my money to get out the hood, all them niggas I beat up.
Yeah.
They still know where I'm at. And they're like, hell no, we don't want that nigga to nothing.
Yeah.
I've even seen that here in Little Portland. Like there's a lot of guns here too, and like I've seen that with some rappers that have been, getting bigger here in Portland too. And I'm like, really, like you should be repping your community and like wanting people to be successful. But they're like, if I'm not successful, neither you can't be either, kind of a thing,
Yeah, man.
Haters out there.
It's interesting because it's like you want to. When I always speak on that stuff, like gun violence and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, you want to condemn it and stuff, but also sometimes you don't know what some of these niggas have done to people, and like it's like it comes, what goes around comes around. It's very unfortunate, but there's sometimes it's just like that's why I just don't be doing nothing. Like I don't got no beef with nobody. I got no ops because I'm just like, bruh, like I don't got enough energy. I don't want to handle all that negativity. Like I'm just gonna do me. And people, it's funny though because you don't be doing nothing and people still will hate on you and still come after you. Like almost worse. Like almost worse.
I be looking at my people that be coming at me. They be following me.
Yeah.
Months ago, they say I love you. All this shit. Like you're trolling me right now.
Yeah. It's all some weird shit.
Well, I think that like anybody who starts getting in the spotlight and starts, getting more popular, having more clout and shit, like. I don't think it matters what you do. Like, there are going to be haters out there. And for me, when I start getting haters, I'm like, okay, I must be like doing something right. Like something I'm doing is trending because now I have all these people hating me for no reason, kind of a thing, I don't have haters right now, so I need to step up my game a little bit.
You might. You probably
they're probably out there somewhere, but not anymore.
They're chilling. They're idling.
They're waiting for something to happen. So what's next for you? What's like? Where do you see yourself in 5 years with like musically or just creatively in general? Trizzy?
In 5 years, I'm gonna be at the top.
Yeah.
Top.
Is that your goal? You want to be like the top in all these different fields, or do you have like the
top
ideal
rapper?
field? Like
top 5 in all. I'm already top 5 porn stars in the world.
So yeah, I'm saying
I can see that.
Music, I'm probably top 20.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just like still sleep on me, but like by summertime, I'm gonna apply that pressure a little bit more on them, and they're gonna be like.
Got some singles,
Yeah, I've heard some of your music and I really like it. And then like and then you'll have a song that sounds completely different. And, and it surprises me. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know he had that in him, you know, like
Arsenal.
And I think that's really important if you want to stay, like, I guess, relevant, as for lack of better words. If you're like always evolving and you have like some diversity and like in your creativity, like I think that's how you're gonna stay in the spotlight. And, like,
every one of my songs usually be different. They be sounding completely different. So it'd be like one day somebody gonna use them as a TikTok or have them in the back of a video, and they gonna be like, what is that? And then when they listen, and then they find all the other shit, they gonna be like,
I feel like if you made like a TikTok hit, like that would be just it. Like I think that would be if you made a song that like trended on TikTok like that. I think you would. That would just be like you've touched on every single field, and you're just like that would be the. I see all there's like a TikTok Billboard chart now, and it's like that's like a relevant.
That shit's crazy.
It's a relevant like statistic in the musical. Like people look at that chart now before they're gonna sign people. Like they see who's like trending on TikTok like that, and I used to kind of hate on it because I was like I felt like it was kind of bastardizing music and making music. Kind of dumbing it down, doing all these weird like remixes of different things, but it's like it's giving a lot of people who would never have an opportunity big opportunities, and it's like it seems like it's mostly love, It's not like I don't know, I don't see like too much going, It's
there's some haters.
Everyone's having fun. TikTok be showing love.
That's how you get eyes on your shit. It's crazy. You can post anything, you get like you'll just. I'm walking down the street and I saw a bird and I pointed my camera at the bird and it's like 10,000 views and I'm just.
Yeah, it's so random too. Like I feel like the harder you try to like make a viral video, like the less views that you get.
Yeah, because I done made shit go viral.
It's always those random shit.
Where it just be like, I'll be recording already, and then some girl walk by, I'm like, hey, and she ignored me. I'm like, oh, she curved me, y'all. And then like she got in her car, and when she backed up, hit another car. I was like, look at her.
Shit! Wait,
she tried to curve me and ran into the car.
Is that a real video?
Like,
shit! Yeah. That's funny.
Like, damn, she tried to curve me and ran into a car.
Yo, this one time I was walking down Powell a couple of years, maybe more than that, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was I was walking down Powell, and this girl was in the drive-thru, and she was rubbernecking me, and she was looking at me, and she fucking jumped the curb and smashed into the fucking ordering thing, and I was like, damn, I got it like that.
I still got it.
I was like, I still fucking got it. I was like, that definitely boosted my ego, but then I just kept walking. I was like, it's not my problem,
You didn't even ask if she was okay. Rude.
Absolutely not.
That would have been a hit.
Absolutely.
No, but yeah, like you're right about like if say somebody who doesn't even make a whole lot of music, if I were to make like one good song, like 30 seconds on TikTok, I could be famous if it's good enough. Like it's just like so quick.
That's all
like
it takes.
Yeah, like 10 people see it and they're like, holy, this is the coolest shit I've ever heard in my life, and they send it to their friends and it just spreads. I think it's a good thing. I used to hate on it too, but now I see what's happening like with these, and I've just like recently heard these amazing artists that like they've only been making music for like a year or something, and it's just like the best song I've heard all year. So I'm grateful for that. Well, I don't remember their names, but I have them saved on my Instagram, so I'll send them to you. Okay, I just heard them this week. I don't know, but I have a couple of really good songs. I heard just like looking at reels on Instagram where it's like they only have right now maybe like 5,000 followers. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this person because I know that they're gonna be big.
Those are the people like as a producer and stuff. I be looking for the artists and different individuals like producers.
I'll send them to you
that are doing crazy cool shit, like up and coming shit, and but they aren't at the highest point. They're like definitely not all the way up, because all those people that like you can work with, and then you can go to the top with them, or you can you help them out, they help you out type shit. Like I remember BLP Kosher. He's a Jewish cat with he's got like little like his dreads come out like this. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. BLP, he's fucking dope, man. He's just like Jewish dude. And I remember my homie posted a video of him like when he had like 10,000 followers or some shit, but now he's like, and I followed him back in the day because I was like, oh, this guy's going up, and I was like, I want to watch his trajectory. Now he's got a Cole Bennett video, Lyrical Lemonade video and shit, and like he's performing somewhere, like a big show somewhere, I can't remember, but it's all it takes is just people just being authentic, having like a niche, doing something that nobody else is doing, and it's just just determination and just genuine showing love to the music and the people that, you know, show love to you for your music and stuff. That's all it takes, you know, so.
Yeah.
But as I was saying earlier, though, with like social media and stuff, it's interesting because it's like, it's a blessing and a curse, in my personal opinion, as an artist, because it's like now, since there's media so readily available and like accessible, it's like, okay, everybody can access your shit, but also everybody else wants people to access their shit. So it's like there's an oversaturation. Like that's why you hear a lot of people with the same sound. You see a lot of the same kind of videos. Like I made like the little TikTok voice. I made this song in 5 minutes. You know, like and it's just like there's a lot of it's almost robotic to a degree because you see all these similar algorithms for making a video, and it's like, and then people are all using the same songs for these TikToks and stuff. And it's like, it's cool because it's like you're sharing stuff with people, but then now there's like this kind of dumbing down of culture, in my personal opinion, in a way. But you know, I'm gonna use it to my advantage when I start.
I'm just trying to keep evolving. You know,
Yeah.
like I listen to music from like the 50s, and then I listen to music that maybe somebody just made like 5 days ago.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, so
There's always a new wave. You know, there's always something going on.
Yeah.
You know, I just try to be privy to it and, you know, catch it before it blows up, so I can be like, you know, hopefully on that next wave when it comes crashing in type
Oh
shit.
yeah. So I have a weird question. If you had to like be in space, like you were going to like the moon. No, this is a different one. And you were like on a spaceship for 5 years.
5. You're always changing up the criteria.
Which music artist, dead or alive, would you go with? That would be not only entertaining, but where you could like make good music with, because you're just on there doing nothing for 5 years. You know, just like. Watching your pee fly in the air and like making music, like.
Hey yo!
I just watched a documentary about that.
I don't know. I'll probably bring like Kehlani or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Same city as me.
Oh yeah, word. Okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah, I think Swiggle just did sang at her show recently. Yeah.
Stay.
Kehlani.
He did a stay.
Swiggle. No, he like sang or like did like a song on her show. I don't know if he opened or if he just came on stage to do a song with her, but yeah. So.
Yeah, that's shout out my homie Amiri. That's my homie Amiri's auntie. Yeah, she's cool.
Shout out to the auntie.
Yeah.
So why do you choose her? Why would you Kehlani to be on a spaceship with?
My favorite artist, you know, and she's from the city, so I feel like we got a lot to talk about. And
you'd be able to have a lot of conversation. You know,
make good music too.
She's gorgeous, of course, wonderful person, inside and out. You know, so it's like, yeah, why wouldn't you wanna? You know, yeah. I don't honestly. Whenever you ask that question, I always catch myself thinking about who I'd want to bring, but I don't know who the fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I don't know because I'm like, I don't know if I want to be hanging out with nobody for 5 years straight. You know, like.
Well, that's the hard part. Is like. Yeah, there's probably not very many people that I would want to hang out with 5 years straight, like in a little space with. But I would always choose you, Little Yachty. I feel like Little Yachty is just like somebody who not only is interesting, very, very, very creative and innovative, great style. Probably wouldn't have great style on a spaceship.
I don't know, man.
But maybe. But like, I feel like he's always like thinking up new, like weird, interesting shit. And I feel like I'm the same way. And I feel like he's also somebody who could just like chill and like play video games.
Yeah, no, he's
and like not be annoying, you know?
Yeah.
I'd want to go with, I think I'd go for, if it was specifically music based, because I'm like, I don't really know if I would want to like on like a social level be kick. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to shoot the shit with him, but you know, nice to have like a couple of shorties up there or something. I'm gonna be real.
You only get one artist. I mean,
years,
yeah, of course you want some shorties on there. But
I know. But if honestly,
it's one
if we were talking about work, I'd probably go up with Rick Rubin, either Pharrell or Rick Rubin, or Mike Dean. Pharrell, Rick Rubin, or Mike Dean. One of those three probably, because they're all just such legendary producer engineers, and they've worked with, you know, fucking Rick Rubin's worked with people like from System of a Down to the Beastie Boys to fucking, you know, everyone. Yeah. Rick Rubin's the Red Hot Chili Peppers, like he's worked with everybody, and he's responsible for so many different, like he's revolutionized so much sound in today's current age of music. So
yeah,
you can't go wrong with that, and he's still relevant. He's still doing shit like so.
Yeah.
Or Kenny Beats. Kenny Beats is fucking dope.
So what about which artist, living or dead, would you go on a date with? If you can go on a date with them.
Probably Selena.
Yeah, right. Shout out, yo.
Yeah.
Legend. R.I.P.
That voice, that booty.
That voice,
can't go wrong.
That voice, that booty.
I miss Selena.
Real shit. No.
Oh yeah, I miss her too.
Shout out. Shout the fuck out.
Well, is there anything else that we've kept you here for like over an hour now?
Yeah, it's a little over.
Stay with us forever here and talk with us all night.
Yeah,
shout out the project.
New music videos.
Word, okay.
And we gonna definitely turn Portland up this summer.
Yeah. Actually, we need that. Turn up.
I was gonna actually ask you because you have all this experience in other cities and stuff, and you're speaking like Portland. They're saying Portland needs to kind of up its game and stuff. If you had the ability to you're probably gonna be you're probably gonna help with this like revolution or renaissance in Portland. What do you think needs to happen first? Where would you start with changing the scene if you wanted Portland to be like a more poppin' city and get more looks?
I think for Portland to start popping, it's gotta network and branch off. Some artists there has to be an artist that's gonna sit there and either be like, you gonna travel to all these different states, or are you going for example, when Sack started getting his music scene before Briss died, everybody was like, I wouldn't say networking because it's always gonna be the other side versus the other side.
It's like chopping it up.
But it was like more of a boom. Niggas started getting features.
Word.
For example.
Yeah. So reaching
got
out.
A feature with Draco.
Word. Yep.
Slowly got a feature with Draco.
Yep.
And when they did pass away, all them songs started blowing up.
Yeah, that's a fucking shame, man. That's crazy. There's a lot of really scary shit that goes on in the music industry when artists get signed. There's a whole thing. I don't know if y'all know about that, but like the death clause, where it's like when you die, it's like this, like all your assets and all that shit gets transferred over, and it like transferred over to the label instead of your family, and it's like this crazy fucking gnarly industry contract thing. Look it up if you don't know about it. It's really sketch, but basically these labels and studios and CEOs, they all have insurance on these artists, and they fucking have these crazy huge insurance policies they pull out when these artists die and stuff. And they know, like, they will almost bank on an artist dying at a young age or burning out, because they know when that artist dies, it's statistically proven that they're it's like in the hundreds to 200% increase in sales. I think it might even be like 1,000%.
And they probably, and the shady ones probably even promote the shit more after the artist dies, because they're getting all the money at that point.
Oh, 100%.
I never knew that.
That's why people are like, there's Juice WRLD songs are still coming out. We got
that's who I was thinking of when you were talking about that.
There's still songs coming out, and you're like, where are these, like, and these labels are capitalizing on it.
They're like putting a new song out like every 6 months, probably just to like keep the money rolling.
Yeah, they're fucking making a lot of money. And there's this really sketchy thing I learned about. There's like this website or like this program where you can actually bet on, or not bet, but you can invest in different artists, and you can like this is just like the stock market. You can invest in different artists, like trajectory and stuff like that. And there's this whole thing where people like talk. I think it's on like Reddit or something, and people are talking about which artist is going to die next. Because when you invest in that artist, you can make thousands, like even hundreds of thousands of dollars if you invest at the perfect time and the artist dies. People have made a shit ton of money investing in the person who ended up dying, and it's like it's super sketch. It's super sketch. It's been going on for decades, probably almost a century now. Because like the industry started. Music, the whole music industry, the whole diaspora of music in general, the whole industry was started and funded by the mafia. So it's all very corrupt, and it's very seedy shit. And it's definitely, there's a lot more, there's better, more over the board, above board, contracts and rules and regulations in place now that allow artists to sort of like thrive and do good and have healthy, there's better labels out there that are, taking care of their artists and stuff. But then on the very background of it all, there is still some really sketchy stuff that goes on. So watch out.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why like I wouldn't want to become famous and have like things like that. Like having the spotlight on me is fine, but like being perceived, which I know you hate, and like that, and then like, and also the other like shady shit like you were just talking about are reasons why I just like wouldn't want to even be famous. But
everyone preys on your downfall, because even the people that sign you, because when you die, they have these contracts that you sign, which is even scarier. You fucking have to sign this like as an
you probably don't even know what it's
You don't know what it really fucking fully means.
You're signing your life away for that fame too.
You can't sign a deal without signing it.
It's like really like you're signing a deal with the devil.
You're signing your soul away. Oftentimes you're signing away your assets away from your family too. Like when you pass away, your family doesn't even get, like, the record label gets much more money and in the insurance, and they'll make more money.
Because they're like, we will make you
make
famous,
more money off you if you die.
You have to give us everything.
So scary.
Yeah.
Like no matter what level of stardom you have, a label will make more money off of you if you die.
Are you under a label right now, or are you independent?
Independent.
Yeah. I feel like that's a smart way to go, unless you're working with a really.
Since I started, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like you're making fucking good bread doing all the different things you're doing. So why would you want to even have, like? Because then you probably wouldn't be able to travel to all the cities that you've been traveling to. You wouldn't be able to probably see your family as much as you want. You wouldn't be able to, pop out and do shit like this, because there's like contracts where it's like, oh, we need to make sure that.
We would have to sign a contract if you were
NDA type shit, or we can't ask certain questions, that kind of thing. You couldn't just pull up like this, on some chill shit, like it's. Contracts are can be hairy.
So why did you decide to stay independent?
Why did I stay independent?
Was it kind of so you have more freedom to just be?
Because it was like I had my little entangle with a major label, but it was like,
oh, okay, word.
I don't really do good with people telling me when to post shit.
Say, I don't need to hold the mic.